on the green room.
What's happening? What's happening?
What's up,
What's
man?
up? What's up? Can hear everyone. Let me make sure. So you guys can hear me now?
Yeah. What's good with you, sir?
No, what did you say, Lucius? Like I didn't hear you.
I bet you did. I said, what's good with you, sir?
Oh, same old, same old. What's happening, Ty? How you feeling?
Oh, I make it do what it do, Kev. I ain't got no complaints.
Right. I see you out here kicking ass in these curricular classes and courses and kicking ass
man.
and taking names, man. That's to be expected.
Yeah, I'm about to beat the shit out of some people in my class now, but whatever.
So goddamn competitive. So competitive.
No, because it's a group assignment, so we have to work together as a group. And I hate doing school group assignments. Okay. I hate it. And I'm about to kick the shit out of at least 3 of these niggas' asses. It's 5 of us in the group, so only one of them ain't got on my goddamn nerves.
Lucius, what's going on with you all of a sudden? How's everything?
Oh, nigga, why you put so much bass in your voice when you, nigga, how is everything, nigga?
Nigga, because you clean, you just shaved your head. Like you cleaned up for this shit, man.
Yeah, this is important, sir. Every Wednesday, sir. Yeah, I had to shave my head. You didn't even give Ty the compliment on her head.
I did give Ty the compliment on. Why you coming at me? Why you coming for me? I just got this fancy ass black screen.
I don't think it. Look, you don't think it's masculine to wish a nigga happy birthday, but you gonna talk about my head?
See, it's niggas like you that want to give niggas 2-arm hugs. But anyways, I'm glad y'all here, man. I got some interesting topics real quick. So we're gonna talk about this whole COVID vaccine, who's taking it, who's not. We're definitely going to cover my boy T Murph. I don't know if y'all have been following, but his show Woke. I believe in giving niggas they flowers while they here.
But have you watched it though?
I watched the first episode.
Because I'm already on episode 6. But go ahead, Kev.
Okay, all right. See what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Also, last but not least, we gonna talk about this whole. I want to put this to bed because I don't know why people want to see this versus so goddamn bad. People keep trying to get a versus going with Usher and Chris Brown. And I don't like it. I don't like that shit not one bit. I've read that like from 3 different people or from 3 different pages and 3 different sources saying that they're trying to get that going, but
I think we forgot how good Usher really is.
Dead ass. Dead ass.
It's like new generation versus old generation, bro. You're never gonna come to a conclusion with shit like this.
I would prefer to see Usher battle someone other than Chris Brown.
Yeah, somebody in his bracket like that. You know what I'm saying?
Like Usher and Neo or some shit. You know what I mean? But like
for real, the versus battles be a whole vibe. So like it's so like you gotta put like-minded, like sounding, you know what I'm saying, music, man. Cause like they got Patti LaBelle and who's Monday? Patti LaBelle and Gladys Knight.
And I don't know who the fuck asked for that. Like I'm a watch it, but
yeah, I'm gonna watch it too.
I'm gonna watch it, but no, you got to think about the demo of Patti and Gladys lovers. They half don't know how to fucking work Facebook. Now you want them to create an Instagram to go see this shit.
Man.
Wow.
Or you want them to go on Apple Music to come on, relax.
What's this shit going really? So they the Dusty station, is this shit gonna be played on like 1390 AM?
First of all, that's disrespectful because
yeah, it's very disrespectful.
Patti LaBelle and
just
Gladys
my opinion.
Knight,
Just my opinion. You're
they're
absolutely
icons,
goddamn it right. But
I am here for Lady Marmalade and
hey, I watched
that is a Dusty.
Babyface was dope.
Yeah.
What the hell? My mama listened to Dusties. I grew up listening to the Dusties, and guess what? Patti LaBelle was damn sure on that Dusty playdlist. So,
listen, Patti LaBelle is 185 years old, but she's still amazing.
It's considered a Dusty.
I don't know who thought of that shit, but whatever. I think they're running out of shit now.
So they
just don't want to. They don't want to do the battles or they can't facilitate the battles that we really want to see yet.
Yeah.
Which is what? Because see, I like to believe.
You know what I would think would be an interesting battle?
Come on with it, Ty. What would you think would be an interesting battle, Ty?
The first Destiny's Child versus the last version of Destiny's Child. Nigga, that'd be lit. I want to see it.
Okay. Here.
I would see.
I'm gonna throw out. I'm gonna throw out a couple iconic names, and I just want you guys to tell me off the top of your head who could actually like sustain a battle with these particular people. Okay.
Okay.
So
ain't nobody win nothing against R. Kelly.
Beyonce could battle. You know what? And I know people might like not agree, but I would fuck with a Beyonce Rihanna battle.
Oh yeah.
No. That's the equivalent of the Usher Chris Brown.
I disagree. And here's why.
Disagree,
because I strongly, vehemently disagree.
Come on with it.
Okay, because if you're talking about the age demo of the two artists, they're close in age, right? They also have followings that are cult based in that they have massive people that support them in not just their music, but also in their fashion, also in their films, because they both are actresses, they both are fashion designers, they both are musicians. Okay, they both are dancers. They both aren't limited to just the R&B realm. They are pop stars. So you've got Rihanna with the reggae and the pop and the R&B, and then mixing music with the rappers. Beyonce is the same. What other artist that is alive that could touch and even be held in a conversation with Beyonce right now?
I was thinking more like Janet Jackson, but her catalog is a little bit. I mean, just as far as icon
it don't make sense.
Icon to icon, it would make sense because she is an icon. Janet Jackson is an icon.
Janet Jackson is for sure an icon, but think about the
Mariah Carey.
Think about the time.
Yeah,
think about the
Mariah
time.
Carey.
No,
I was about to say
Mariah. No, because you got to think about the timeline of it, right? It would be the equivalent of me doing a comedy battle against fucking Monique or Samoa. You know what I'm saying? Beyonce battling Janet Jackson. It's that. It's not equal in terms of the impact and the contribution.
So I'll put it to you like this: they both make timeless music. Janet Jackson's music is timeless. You can still put on Anytime, Any Place and be like, "Holy shit, this shit used to go."
Agreed. I think that a Janet Jackson would need to battle someone else someone from her era. You're doing a cross-generational battle, which just doesn't. You know what I mean? Like, keep it in the era. Just like that's why I don't agree with the Usher Chris Brown battle, because it's a different era. A good battle, however, would be Chris Brown from the beginning of his career to the halfway mark against Breezy, the halfway mark to who he is now. Because that's the only battle that Chris Brown said he's even willing to entertain, is a battle against himself. This nigga put out an album that had like 30, 40 something fucking songs on it.
Okay, real quick, are we completely against like cross? Because see, here's what we're supposed to be battling. We're supposed to be battling a catalog of music, who made better music, whose catalog is better. Are we completely against like interracial battling? Because if someone was to throw out a Chris Brown versus Bruno Mars, I'd fuck with that. Bruno Mars go hard. He did the goddamn Super Bowl. Plus, I guarantee you, Chris Brown would
wash his ass.
Yes, he would.
Yeah. And then if you live and he's dancing and shit with the music, Bruno Mars might as well go ahead and.
It's a massacre.
So you're saying Bruno Mars doesn't make good music? Okay, I see what you're saying.
No, that's not what I said.
Nobody said that.
So you're saying Lady Gaga cannot.
You said Bruno Mars versus Chris Brown. We just told you what we thought would happen.
Right, you said it would be. You said Bruno Mars doesn't make good music, so he couldn't go 5 rounds with Breezy.
You're a hell of an instigator,
I see what you're saying right there. I appreciate that input.
You're terrible right now.
But I definitely would like to see And I'm surprised they haven't culturally appropriated the versus battle yet. But definitely throw some whites in the mix. You know what I mean? Like, let's see a fucking
Let's go
Taylor
with
Swift and Ariana Grande battle. I'm tuning in.
Yeah, for sure. Let's go with a
I'm
lady
tuning in.
who could fuck with Lady Gaga. I like that. Like, she makes great music. Yeah, come on. See, come on. I like that. I like
Or
that.
you can
I'm
do
tuning
Pink
in.
and Christina Aguilera. I'm tuning in.
Why
Britney
not?
Spears, they're all interswappable.
Look, Britney Spears. I'm good. I don't need to. I like a couple of Britneys, but I'm good. I don't want to.
Hey, Britney will probably go crazy on that motherfucking front.
Britney will get her ass to toe up. She thinks she can dance.
Britney Spears and Britney Spears and Kanye West.
That's hilarious. All right, so moving.
We let a rapper sing in straight jackets and shit.
I'm just like, when we getting isn't 3-6 Mafia supposed to battle somebody?
No, Juicy J said he wanted to battle Nas, but Juicy J killed Nas.
Juicy J sits.
Whoa, what the hell? Cut the shit. Go get the sharpest knife in your kitchen and cut the shit out. Okay?
Did you say with a straight face
he did.
that Juicy J would murder Nas?
The godson.
In a battle?
The fucking godson? Queensbridge?
Illmatic?
Come on, man. You are whatever that is in that cigarette for real.
Let me tell you, I'll tell you this right now. Nas's song Ether murders Juicy J entire catalog. I said what I said.
Yeah.
Ether alone. Juicy J, come on.
You would have been better off saying Juicy J Killer Mike. That would be fucking amazing.
No, because then Juicy J would destroy Killer Mike. It's not entertaining. You know why? Here's why. Ask me to name a Killer Mike song.
He did the shit on Chappelle's show. Don't come for Killer Mike. Killer Mike is legit. What are we doing here, Ty?
Give me a Killer Mike song.
I will not.
I think we offended Lucius. Lucius left. I don't know. I think Lucius said, y'all not about to disrespect Juicy J, and he rolled the fuck out.
Yeah. But that's
okay. Give me a Killer Mike song. I don't know a Killer Mike song.
I will not give you a Killer Mike song because I don't have one. Okay.
Because you can't.
Does he have bars? Absolutely, he has bars.
I don't know if he has bars. The only thing that I've ever seen Killer Mike do is have conversations and lectures and debates. And I saw his Netflix docu-series thing, which I was, I have my own thoughts about that, but whatever.
Okay. All right, so you're just not a Killer Mike fan. I understand. It's not a big deal.
I like the way he talks.
It's not a big deal. So let's talk COVID vaccine. Let's talk.
Fuck that vaccine.
No. We got to talk about it because what was publicized in the news, and I'm just gonna play a quick snippet of this for the viewers that are tuning in and the YouTube viewers that will check this link out later. I'm gonna play a quick snippet of what was said about African Americans and there's Lucius. African Americans and their inability to want to, get
Lucius, I thought you said fuck us because we said Juicy J would get his ass beat.
Come on, I ain't saying like that.
I was like, damn, bro? You take all this abuse from Kevin. That's what I say, damn, Lucius.
Your feelings. That's like breaking up with a girl, telling how you really felt, and then hanging up. Like, no.
Wow.
That's what say. Like, I was like, you take a lot of abuse off of Kevin.
Yeah, that was
Juicy J is what made you leave.
Juicy.
No.
You could have said Juicy J, Andre 3000. That would be great.
Well, Andre 3000.
No, it would not, and that's blasphemous and disrespectful.
To Andre 3000, of course.
Why don't you just go ahead and pair up the Yin Yang twins in a versus battle against Outkast if we being disrespectful?
Don't do that.
On knees and elbows.
Right.
Yin Yang in this thing.
Hey.
What? No.
Somebody want to twerk something in the watch party.
Listen, Andre 3000 is so cold that he could battle by himself. He don't need to do it as a group.
Side note, I know this off subject, but you guys have seen the little picture that has surfaced about him walking around downtown LA playing the flute.
I saw it.
Seen that.
You hadn't seen that, Lucius?
Yeah, I seen that.
Okay, yeah. What's to be made of that? Like, Is that like the beginning signs of holy shit?
No, Three Stacks been weird since he was dating Erykah Badu. So,
but playing a flute on the street weird. Is that
play your flute on the street because I fuck with Three Stacks.
No bucket.
They don't even. They didn't make me think like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with him?
That's normal. Now, if Jay-Z is going corner to corner,
oh really?
No,
you didn't just say that. No, you didn't just like level your crazy.
That would be out of character.
No, you just
level. That would be out of character for Jay-Z.
Okay. All right.
But
Three Stacks,
that wasn't odd. I was like,
only 3 Stacks and Kanye West can pull off walking down the street playing right now. Flute.
Yes.
Well, Kanye West can't pull off any fucking thing at this point.
Kanye can pull it off.
Like if somebody said Kanye West was walking down the street
service, that nigga pull off
with no pants on, you know he's going through something.
Yeah, and have followers. That's so crazy.
I do admit when I saw that nigga fall off that horse, I thought that was him. But if that really was him, that would have been even funny. I would have probably tuned in to Sunday service every week. And that nigga fall off that donkey.
So moving right along, I'm gonna play this snippet real quick.
Okay.
I'm gonna play this snippet real quick.
Play the snippet.
John, there have been some issues, I gather, regarding enrolling enough volunteers for
the vaccine
trials.
Yeah, that's playing.
Among minorities. How is that?
Oh, why the fuck we supposed to hear it?
Don't worry about it. You ain't gotta hear ties for the viewers.
COVID-19 has been disproportionately affecting African Americans, Latinx, Native Americans, and Pacific Islanders. So it's very important that these communities are well represented in the trials. But I spoke to Dr. Francis Collins a few days ago. He's the head of the National Institutes of Health, as you know, and he said that that's not happening, that these communities are underrepresented. And in fact, he said he was hoping that some prominent members of these communities, perhaps even some celebrities, would step forward and volunteer to serve as an example.
Yeah.
One of the
done playing or no?
It is done playing, Lucius. Thank you. I thought I would have sent it to y'all. So basically, what it is, for you all that didn't hear, because y'all clearly didn't hear what it said. I heard what it said, but it's basically they are wondering why black people are not lining up to take the COVID vaccine, considering the fact that it affects blacks and any person of color more harshly, or
well, the reason that it affects African American communities more than it does any other one is because of the lack of funding and medical care that we receive in our communities. That's why we are the largest part of the population experiencing this shit. Then on top of that, never in the history of this great nation, using the air quotes, have they wanted to give black people, brown people, people of color, minorities, any fucking thing first. Kiss my ass with that vaccine. Y'all ain't never wanted to give us shit first. And now you want to test some shit out on us? You get your goddamn needle the fuck up out of here, fam. No, go ahead and give it to the 1% first.
They set us up. I felt a motherfucker, man. My video games now say, yo, we support Black Lives Matter. My video games. Oh yeah, just by the way, we do support Black Lives Matter. Now y'all want to give us a shot too.
Welcome to Matt, nigga. Like, yeah, I get it.
Man, they try to hit us with the okie doke, bro.
Yo, they've been doing all kinds of shit. Like a couple months ago, I went on Netflix and it was like the Black Collection. I was like, we got a whole collection of black shit now? Yeah. And then, did you know that the algorithm on your streaming services shows a different preview of content than it does for, let's say my white friend pulls up her Netflix and it's a preview for the show Hollywood.
Okay.
That's on Netflix. It's going to show the white character for her. But if I go and look at my preview on Netflix for Hollywood, it's showing me the black characters.
Wow, I never peeped that.
So it shows, like, if you look at it, the algorithm will do stuff like that because it's trying to trigger you to watch it. And that's why they're making all these announcements and, oh, we support Black Lives Matter. Like, soon as you tap into Netflix, it was like, we have the Black collection. We put a whole collection of black things for you to.
So you're saying you don't trust shit
Come on, bro.
that they
First
want
of all,
to give you for no. Hey, look,
the government has never been completely honest with us because they can't. Right? Are
Right.
you completely honest with your children about what's going on in your finances in your household? No, you're not, because there's a certain level.
So no need. It's on a need to know basis.
So a person is smart, but can you imagine if they really tell the truth about everything that's going on, everything that's classified that comes across the president of the United States desk? We don't see half of the shit that's going on. We could be getting threatened right now by 17 countries saying they gonna come over here and blow our shit up, and we won't even know about it because they can't, because it will produce mass hysteria. And mass hysteria means that there's going to be chaos, and then there's going to be looting and rioting.
Here's a fun fact. I don't know if you guys knew this bit of information. The vaccine is made. Okay, it is in the 3rd testing stages. Now, they did hit a hiccup where some people, yeah. Hey, this is the information as I get it. I'm giving it to y'all. There was a hiccup. So first off, the vaccine is already produced and manufactured and is available in Russia. The United States ordered so many of these particular vaccinations because they feel like if they roll it out early in October, they're trying to push this shit for October. Why? Because the election's in November, and if I roll some shit out to you in October, it looks like I saved the world. But anyways.
Or you can roll some shit out in October, kill a whole bunch of brown and black people, and then come November, them niggas ain't around.
We ain't gotta worry about the brown and black folks, do we?
Facts. And that is why I love a comedy panel, because comics see the bullshit, man. I swear.
But but like, even if you break down the science of it, to even produce a vaccine of quality, a quality vaccine that has all of the research, quality and quantitative research data available, it takes 18 to 24 months to even develop the vaccine for it to even be able to be on humans. They always test on animals before they test on humans first. So if you're wanting me to believe that this pandemic hit us around December of 2019, but shit didn't get crazy until around February or March of 2020, and now in September you have a vaccine that's ready to go in October or November, kiss my ass, because that means one of two things. That means either y'all rushing this shit, or you knew this shit was coming and y'all already was working on this shit.
I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen though. They're gonna make this particular, and you heard this shit here first. They're gonna make this vaccine mandatory, especially if you work in the medical field. If you work in the medical field, it's gonna be mandatory that you get this vaccine. And if you want your child to attend public schools,
guess what? There's people that don't vaccinate their children that go to school. There are ways that you can opt out of vaccinations.
It's for religious reasons and things
you can opt out of vaccines for a number of reasons.
Okay. And
I've opted out of several.
Timmy sitting back there with smallpox. You were like, oh shit. You never seen.
Anyway.
But that's my point. When is the last time anybody had polio or tuberculosis or smallpox? Those diseases are obsolete. You know what I mean? And they had a measles outbreak a couple years ago. You remember that shit?
I remember that shit.
A measles outbreak. And then we didn't hear about it no more. An Ebola outbreak. And then we didn't hear about it anymore. The same thing is going to happen with the coronavirus. People are going to start to develop. It's already mutated in ways that they did not foresee, which is why they didn't roll that vaccine out when they said they had it the first time. So we're going to build up immunity to it. We're already going to do that. We're already, naturally, our body is going to fight foreign substances, foreign objects anyway.
Right.
So eventually, look, 5 years from now, we're going to be like, COVID? Nigga, that
remember the COVID scare? 2021 shit!
Nigga, this new shit is dropping people you touch a motherfucker and they drop it. So
James
it's
was
be the same thing with
James was jogging and his asshole fell out.
Like if you really think about it, the first people that should have a fucking vaccine for this shit is China. They've been studying the longest. Like, cause, bro, they told us it takes 2 years to create a vaccine.
I told you what my conspiracy theory was.
So,
I felt like the higher ups, the powers that be, was like, hey, man, we got a common enemy. Why don't we band together? You know, because the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Let's go ahead and let's test this biological weapon out and see what happens. They drop that shit off and see how fast it spread. And then they crumbled the economies across they globally crumbled economies, which was a setup for them to try to enforce global currency. They trying to enforce a global currency because, you know, there's an exchange rate. If we go ahead and make sure that everybody's on the same page with finances, then boom, you know, that's one way that we can control, you know what I mean? And then think about, there are things that we experience in the United States that other countries don't experience. There are countries that are having food shortages and starvation because they don't have access to food. But then we have epidemics and problems that we have in the United States with GMOs and organic foods. And, you know, we're putting all kinds of crap into our bodies that how can we really fight off we kiss my ass with this COVID vaccine. You don't even have a cure for the common cold. You don't have a cure for the cold, for the flu.
Well, the cold
you don't have it.
See, the cold wasn't really, and see, that's the thing. It's not a cure.
How many people get colds per year?
Oh, I mean, yeah, but it's definitely not a cure. It's something to make it to build your body's immune system to fight
they kiss my ass. They sitting there.
I'm not taking the shit. I would definitely
because it sounded like you was gonna take it, Kev. And if you do, who gonna run the green room after you take the vaccine and then your lips shrink up and you can't even talk?
Hilarious.
Now you're gonna be walking around with puckered up lips and have the little head on the big body like the dude on Beans.
Hey, Kev, it did sound like you were skeptical, brother.
Yeah, it sounded like you was gonna take it.
My job. Look here. Let me go over my job description with y'all, okay?
You said hiccup. When
my
you said
job description,
hiccup.
Hiccup, you okay? That's all right.
And then think about it. Nobody, like, there's always a prototype. There's always a first draft of some shit. Yeah. Like, how many iPhone versions are there? Because they figured out how to make the next one better than the one before that. So this first draft of this vaccine, they can kiss my ass. Holla at me.
I won't even
take a flu vaccine.
First COVID test hurt like a bitch. I'm not gonna lie. First COVID test, I rolled the window down. This lady shoved this goddamn straw halfway into my brain and then told me,
another thing. I don't understand science.
Don't grab my hand.
Why can't you just do a blood test?
What do you mean? Who the hell want to get... why?
No, why can't you draw blood? I mean, I think like they've updated the testing, but when the COVID testing first started, they damn near had to tickle your fucking brain by shoving a Q-tip all the way into the back, ringing your ears and in your throat. Just take a blood test. Prick my finger. Why y'all can't do that?
Here's my question. How the hell does the testing used to take 3 to 5 business days to get back? Now that shit's, once sports started back up, you can have your test back in 15 minutes.
You know why? You know why? They're trying. Listen, they wanted to shut shit down. They wanted to fuck up the market and see how bad this could be. And now they like, all right, we need these niggas to come back out and start spending money and doing shit to stimulate the economy again. Everybody like, oh, we getting a second stimulus. You really fucking think you're getting a second stimulus?
Yeah, right.
I'm still waiting on my first one. I still ain't got my first check.
Wow. Damn it.
I got mine. Look, and I spent that shit recklessly as fuck.
I still haven't gotten my taxes.
I was buying gallons of orange juice. I don't even like orange juice, but
I'm supposed to get a tax refund. I still haven't gotten my tax refund.
Keeping it all the way 100, moving right along, which takes me into my next topic.
What's the next one?
T. Murph, starring in this new series, Woke. And I'm not going to lie, from the first episode, I think it's going to be a really great fucking show.
Okay, so I haven't watched it, I haven't heard about it.
And T. Murph has been, I love this dude, man. Like,
Yeah,
check this out. No, it's on
here's
Hulu.
The thing.
It's on Hulu.
It's on Hulu. The premise of the show is about a black cartoonist. It's a black guy who's a cartoonist, and basically his third
which is played by
open.
who? Which is played Jay Pharoah?
No, that ain't Jay Pharoah.
That ain't Jay Pharoah. What the hell is dude's name? That ain't Jay Pharoah. That's what is his goddamn name?
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Yeah, tell me. Yeah, I don't know why I said Jay Pharoah. He reminds me of Jay Pharoah.
He 100% doesn't look like Jay Pharoah at all.
He just reminds.
That's the same logic that white supremacists use when they try to classify.
Really?
So good job.
So now all of a sudden, with that simple mistake, I'm a white supremacist. Are you kidding me right now? You always go off the fucking cliff, man. That is so off the cliff. That don't make no goddamn sense.
It's Lamorne Morris. Lamorne Morris plays the main character.
Right.
Keith. What's his name in the show? Keith Wright, I think.
Yes.
Is his name in the show. And so anyway, the premise of the show, Lucius, is it's a black cartoonist.
Right.
And he has a predominantly mainstream audience with his comic strip. And he becomes woke.
He has a run-in with authorities.
After he gets mollywopped by the police.
Over a false
so now he's more aware of the racial undertones and microaggressions that plague African Americans on a daily basis. He knows about them, but he's like, it's never happened to me. I know this happens, but it doesn't happen to me. So once he becomes a victim of it, then he's like, oh, and now he's more aware of the shit around him. And it's really good. It's really good. What? It has voiceovers by other JB Smoove. I want to say one of the voiceovers is Roy Wood Jr. Now, when you watch the first episode, because I be wanting to support people, I be wanting to support my homies.
Right.
And then, it's like if some shit is trash, I just won't say shit. But if the shit is good, then I'm gonna say shit. And the writing is great, the cinematography is great, the premise is great.
And it's very fucking original. It's very, very, very
I ain't never
original.
Seen T Murph act. I think that T Murph is very funny. T Murph fucking did that. T Murph is an actor. T Murph is an actor.
Yeah.
T Murph is
come through. That's why I put the shit on the show.
You should have hit him up and had him come on the green room.
I should have hit him up and had him come back to the
But
green
you know
room.
that's okay. You could get him for next week if he
absolutely.
Listen, T Murph is an actor. He's not he's a stand-up comedian and that's cool. And he does. T Murph an actor. Like T Murph, hey man.
You know what?
He gonna be all right.
You know what show? You know what show I used to watch like religiously? Like I used to watch. It was a show. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it. It was called Dear White People.
I fuck with Dear White People.
You fuck with Dear White People, right?
I fuck with Dear White People.
So I don't know why I'm into shows like that point out like the stigmas about.
You know why?
I know why.
It's speaking your language. It's speaking your language, Dad.
I love
and
that.
You feel
shit.
at home, and you feel safe. Did you watch Black as Fuck?
Black as Fuck, yeah. That's hilarious.
That's another one that did that. I fuck with that too.
I watched the first show and I never picked it up again.
Oh, bro, that's
it reminds me.
This.
It reminds me of Curb Your Enthusiasm.
See, I don't like that. Not saying like what you said, because I heard a lot of people say Black as Fuck is the black version of Curb Your Enthusiasm, and I beg to differ. Curb Your Enthusiasm is brilliant and great. I love Curb Your Enthusiasm, but Black as Fuck was for us, by us. It's very FUBU in nature, and I fuck with it, and it taps into so many things. It taps into the colorism. It taps into microaggressions, with our white counterparts. It talks about how we're viewed and how we receive the criticisms or want the validation in Hollywood. Even though we are at the height of our careers, we still want to be accepted. My favorite episode of Black as Fuck is the Tyler Perry episode. Episode out of the whole season.
I gotta go back and rewatch this show. So check this out. Here's a question. So with where we are as a country, right? Because the reason why The reason why specific shows, or shows like the Jeffersons and Archie Bunker, which were
racist as fuck,
exactly. But the reason why these shows like kind of panned out is because it was just like we were past that shit. But now, believe it or not, they're starting to resurface, but from a different angle. They're starting to resurface from the African American point of view.
I don't think that it was so much as that we moved past it. Like, you got to think of the Jeffersons, the time of the Jeffersons, right? The climate of when that came out. The most taboo shit on the Jeffersons was the relationship between Lenny Kravitz's mama and the white dude. That was racy, right? That was, no pun intended. That was racy, an interracial couple on TV. You know what I'm saying? Just like Diane Carroll's, I forget the show she was on, where she was playing a role that was outside of being a mammy or a maid, or it was like, oh shit, you know what I mean? Right. Like Carmen, when that production happened in that time, that was groundbreaking new shit because it was an all black cast. So I think that where we are now, stuff like woke and black as fuck and blackish and wokish and dear white people, now it's very, hey, y'all have been listening to us or choosing not to listen to us. So now we're going to tell the stories that we want to tell.
And we're going to break it, and we're going to break it down to make you. It's basically like taking a fucking apple, which is racism, smashing that shit down and feeding people applesauce. Like, because they're saying the same shit that we've always been saying, but they're putting it in a funny way. But
now they can hear us more, right? Like, just like, I don't know about y'all, but in the past couple of years, there's been a lot of excessive gay LGBTQ, like it's a lot of it. It's like, it's men on men, women on, it's, you know what I mean? Because
it was a phase. It was a fucking,
it's the demand of the representation. Did you hear that the Oscars is getting ready to make some changes when it comes to selection, that they're making sure that diversity and inclusion requirements are going to be met with some of the stuff that's going to be submitted for consideration for the Oscars. And like people complain about the Oscars, like, oh, the Oscars so white and da 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 da. But there are people that don't even vote. Like they don't vote. You're members and have the ability to vote, but you don't. So I love what I'm seeing happening, and it's like the stuff that we're seeing. It's making me now want to contribute a part of culture and life that we experience that no one talks about. Now I'm feeling freer to be able to talk my shit about things that before were taboo. I think it's great.
I think that this is a like, here's the thing. I don't mind that there's 10 shows that are talking about the same topic, especially if it's something that's benefiting me as a black person, because basically all these shows are doing is showing white people in a non-threatening way that some of the shit that they do is kind of fucked up. However, I will say, and this is why I had to bring it up on the show, that woke, I think is going to be a dope show.
That's going to be a classic. That's going to be a classic.
I think that it's going to run heavy, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really,
fuck with it.
Right.
It's not on one of the major networks, so, you know.
It's on Hulu. It don't get no major than streaming, because everybody is trans.
This is going to be the shit that springboards.
Like ain't good shows like that.
And I do believe that T-Mervs...
They're good for yanking shows that are good.
But you know what though? I love that it's on Hulu because of the content restrictions aren't there. Just like Black as Fuck, like it's a good show where it is. If they were to clean it up, you know, for standards and practices, of course, putting it on, it's like, nah, I want the raw, I want the language, right. I want all of that. And I think it's gonna be great. It's like the Carmichael show. I always heard great things about it, but I never watched it until
I watched it like
within the past few months. And the Carmichael show was great, but I wish we had more time.
It springboarded a lot of.
I wish we had more time with it. Like
Push the
woke,
issue.
like I can't wait for the next season of Dear White People. I can't wait for the next season of Black as Fuck. I can't, like, I'm gonna be done with woke tonight. I'm
That's
already
dope.
on episode 6. I cut it off to come do the green room real quick.
That's dope.
But like I'm already on episode, like it's like that. Like usually I try to give 3 episodes
right
to something that I'm watching. I was sold on the first episode.
Yeah.
And like
what that's gonna do
note,
though,
man, T Murph did his fucking thing.
That's what I said. That's gonna be that role is gonna be that's gonna be his Get Out role. That's gonna do for T Murph what I believe Get Out did for Rel, because you see the fucking like you bought into the character. I was bought into the character. I'm like I'm forgetting that this. I'm like,
fuck
oh,
with
that's
Clovis.
right.
Clovis. I
bought
with Clovis.
that goddamn character, man. He's.
But wait.
Yes.
But wait, can I say something that's going to encourage you, Kevin?
Sure, come on.
T Murph was a finalist in the 2018 American Black Film Festival.
Oh my gosh.
Now, hear me out. Hear
Sure,
me
sure,
out.
sure.
Hear me out. T Murph was one of the 5 finalists in the American Black Film Festival Comedy Wings competition in 2018.
He didn't win and he didn't run her up.
Hold on. Rita Brent was the runner up, and you've seen her on Laugh Tracks, Comedy Hype contributor, touring with the likes of Ricky Smiley and so on and so forth, has her own podcast, went viral with a song that she made that was on Shade Room. Black Ron was the winner. So what I'm saying is that
it's a marathon.
It's a marathon, not a sprint. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's
so
always.
But it's not just for me. I don't think this is gonna be. Oh shit! This is what's gonna make T Murph blow up Cardi B, Tiffany Haddish overnight. Nah, nigga. But this is a moment. This is a moment for T Murph.
No,
like
dude.
This a moment for him.
The character is so dope. He's gonna become Clovis on the street, man. You know what I'm saying? You know how like people see motherfuckers. Oh, that's how long was Cat Williams?
Mike Epps is still Day.
He's still goddamn it Day. That's what I'm saying.
Chris Tucker is still Smokey.
That's what I'm saying. That's how I feel about
Monique is still Nikki Parker. Brandy is still Moesha. T Murph is Clovis.
He's transitioning.
Clovis is T Murph.
He's transitioning into, and I'm saying this after seeing the first and half of the second episode. I'm
6 in. I'm sold.
Okay.
I'm gonna be mad as fuck when I finish that last episode, because I'm gonna be like, damn. I gotta wait a year for season 2.
So
it's a good ass show.
So what this is doing, honestly, it's really opening up a lot of doors because what they're gonna do, they're gonna start pushing this black. It's gonna be, which is fucking about time, because black people are so goddamn overly talented. Overly talented. We're so goddamn talented. We have scripts out the ass.
Listen, I want the guilt work. I want the white guilt work. I want we need more black female comedians, Ty Dick. Oh yes, you feel guilty about female African American representatives? Sign me up. Yes, I will do your shit.
The guilt.
You know what I'm saying? Like, here's another one. I don't know if y'all have watched it. It's on Amazon Prime. It's called Upload. Stars Zainab Johnson is on that. I ain't even gonna hold you. I don't know the names of the other motherfuckers. The one girl, I done seen her in a lot of shit. I don't know her name, but she's like one of the main characters. But Zainab is on that. Amazon Prime. It's called Upload. That's a good fucking show. Like, it's good. And Amazon, this is another thing. We be so boxed in. Like, we be limiting ourselves as creators and as creatives, writers, whatever. Oh, we got to get the Netflix deal, or we got to get on. No, fam. Amazon got their own studios. Mm-hmm. Hulu got their own studios. Netflix, Amazon, Hulu, they are producing their own shows and original content for their platform. So while we might be jockeying to get on Netflix, we ain't even thought about shopping our shit somewhere else.
Don't forget about the dude in Georgia that just got his feet wet. So Tyler Perry.
Yeah, he got a whole.
Tyler Perry got a whole
goddamn studio.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like,
shout out to that's another show that is he has J. Anthony Brown. I love comics getting comedy work, doing comedy, like just being
I've got
in
some
niche.
Personal feelings about some of the niggas, but shout out to Naeem Lynn. Naeem Lynn on that, and I fuck with that. You know what I mean?
Okay, what is it? Senior citizen? What's it called?
It's called assisted living.
Assisted living.
I haven't watched it yet. Now, here's the thing. I think Naeem, it's on BET, I think. Is it on BET?
Yeah, he fucks with BET.
I think it might be on BET. So, Naeem, I got a taste of his acting when he was on Survivor's Remorse. I thought Naeem was great in Survivor's Remorse. That was a great show. You know what I mean? I think that got like 4 seasons or whatever. But I think
that was produced by LeBron James. That was LeBron James' show.
I don't fucking know if it was.
On Stars?
Came on it came on Stars.
Yeah, that was LeBron James.
But that's another thing. I ain't being a hater, but LeBron, you play basketball. And you got your hands in for no.
He's dude. That dude.
Listen, hold on. Let me finish.
Go down as the greatest. Oh, hey, I'm about to say.
Listen, I don't know why people don't like him. I think he's amazing at everything that he's been doing. But just hear me out. He's a basketball player. Mm-hmm. He's got his hands in philanthropy. That nigga done made a school. He's doing charitable shit for kids.
You know what?
He's in production.
You know what fucked me up with LeBron is when he took the dudes he grew up with in Akron. They went to school off of him. He sent them to school. You go and you become an agent. You go and you do this. You go and you do that.
And then
hired him. So I'm going to go play ball. I'm going to pay for y'all education. Then I'm going to hire y'all to represent me. That is, who does that shit?
I fuck with that energy. And I think like we need to do more of that. You know what I'm saying? Like Tyler Perry, I swear to God, Kev, please binge watch Black as Fuck. Favorite episode is the Tyler Perry episode.
When you watch it,
you will understand why. Tyler Perry doesn't give a fuck about being accepted on the mainstream side. He makes stories, movies, shows, plays about us, for us, and for our consumption. And if you don't get it and you don't fuck with it, he'd be like, okay, like whatever. This is what I'm doing. He is a fucking billionaire. That man was once homeless.
Yeah. Living
out of his car. And he is a billionaire now.
And the crazy thing is, I hear black people talk about him like there are some black people that don't fuck with. I don't want to see no.
I don't
like,
fuck
dude,
with everything that he does. Like you got a show. That's
I fuck with what he
stands
for. I could not fuck with what you do. See, here's the thing. Here's a huge stigma. Okay, here's a huge stigma. I cannot fuck with you as a person, but I can fuck with what you do. Does that make sense?
For sure. That means you might not like it, but you respect.
Okay, I hate to bring this nigga up again.
Oh,
but
I didn't like what he said. Oh, R. Kelly. Here's the thing. You know what? I'm not gonna kick the shit out of you on this one, Kev, because if you separate the man
from the music,
the art, which is the same thing that can be done for Bill Cosby. People have their feelings about him as a man and all of that. That's cool, but we cannot deny that he is one of the greatest stand-up comedians to do it.
That is all
R. Kelly have ever said. Robert Kelly is a trash ass, filthy,
and will always be
pedophile scumbag.
And he got his ass whooped in.
But the nigga makes great music, man.
There is not. Check this out. There is not I tell you what, he might be a piece of shit, but don't nobody want to see his catalog in the verses. There is no one that could fuck
never.
with him in
they
a
could
versus.
Never. There's no one.
No.
There's no one.
Maybe
no one.
Maybe Babyface. Maybe
no,
Babyface.
There's no one. There's no one.
Like, dude, he's got a lot of fucking catalog.
He's got a lot of hits.
He was in a group. I mean, God, he wrote for so many people,
and now he cannot afford to bail. He can't fucking post.
You know why? Because karma is a bitch, and well, it's just like it's certain artists that you just can't. There's certain artists that are not from this planet, like Missy Elliott. Who the hell they gonna put her up against in a versus battle? Who?
She produced.
Like I said, you got to think about writing, producing.
Producing.
She's a writer.
She's a singer. She's a rapper.
And here's the thing: a lot of them cats never put out who they wrote for until you play.
That's another thing. Like if we had to cancel R. Kelly, do you know how much shit we got to get rid of?
Bro, we can't listen to nothing.
We can't listen to shit. We're going to have to lose some Beyonce songs. We're going to have to lose some Michael Jackson songs. We're going to lose a lot of shit.
Yep.
Just like if we cancel Bill Cosby, the entertainer, do you know how much shit we going to lose? We losing the Cosbys. We losing A Different World. We losing Fat Albert. We losing Ghost Dad. We losing nigga.
Yeah.
So let's cancel them as humans,
yeah,
but not as artists. I'm with you. I'm with you on this one, Kev.
Real quick, I'm gonna ask this because we got about 10 minutes left.
No, we got more than 10 minutes. What you talking about? We gonna go because we missed last week. I feel like
we did miss last week. $20 million a month in alimony. And Dr. Dre's wife. Dr. Dre's.
Right.
Let me.
It's not 20 million. It's 2. Get it right.
Oh, I'm sorry. 2 million. I'm so sorry. Any fucking way. $2 million a month in alimony is what Dr. Dre's soon-to-be ex-wife is requesting. Reason being is because he is a billionaire. Is she entitled to $2 million a month? Lucius, come through on this one. Lucius, I don't. I absolutely not. I don't. I feel like you should. No.
I feel like you should be ladies first.
Ty, I'm a Leo. I got it, Ty.
Because I feel like y'all should defer to the lady.
No, I got you, Ty.
$2 million a month. Is that a fair amount, Lucius?
I mean, if a motherfucker entitled somebody to 500 right now, I'd be pissed the fuck off. So I mean, 2 million to a billionaire is nothing for real. She's really not asking for nothing. If you look at
shut the fuck up! Stop! Cut the shit! Cut the shit, Lucius!
Fuck that. You know what she's entitled to? You know what she's entitled to? Whatever the fuck that prenuptial agreement said she's entitled to. And not a goddamn penny more, ma'am. Whatever you signed off on, because he's a fucking billionaire. He was Dr. Dre when he married him.
Exactly.
He was Dr. Dre. He wasn't Andre, bitch. He was Dr. Dre when you got with him. Whatever you signed off on, that's what you get, sis.
I understand.
If somebody offers you $2 million a year, okay, for the rest of a year, you're straight, okay? I'm not trying to
$200 right now, and I'm straight. What are we talking about?
I'm not trying to give you generational wealth to pass on to you and your new nigga kids. That's not what this is.
But it can't be that deep.
I have an issue with it,
bro.
I have an issue with that.
How much did Jeff Bezos lose when he got divorced?
Half.
How much did Paul McCartney lose? How much
he lost? Let me explain something to you. Jeff Bezos lost half his shit, and he's still almost a trillionaire. He's still, but in fairness, the reason that he lost half, do you know why he lost half?
Why is
it's
that?
Because that woman was with him before he was Jeff Bezos. When he was running Amazon out of goddamn garage. You understand what I'm saying? And then what I don't give. Listen, a prenuptial agreement is just that. It is insurance on this marriage. In the event this marriage doesn't work out, this is what you get, and not anything more.
So
Get your ass out of here.
In prenups? You believe in prenups?
Nigga, I'm poor and I want a prenup.
No. We're not talking about from your standpoint. We're talking about, let's say Ty the comedian rolls up on some dude that's worth fucking $500 million, and
I will sign the prenup.
That doesn't take away from the love just a little bit? Like,
no, it doesn't. Because there's no romance without finance.
To me, it just takes away just a little bit. But
why does it take away the love?
Don't get married.
Think about it. Okay. Well, let me ask you this, Kevin. You have a car, right? You have a car.
Absolutely.
You have a car, yes?
Absolutely.
And I drive your car.
I got insurance.
No,
I know what you.
No. You drive your car. I need you to take this walk with me.
Sure.
You drive your car. You like your car, right?
I love that.
You drive your car.
You
drive safely. You do the speed limit. Sometimes you speed.
Time.
Sometimes you don't.
Every single time.
But you're not banking on getting in a car accident, right?
Right.
But you got insurance just in case you do.
Leave it up to.
So when you enter into this marriage, I love you. I wanna be with you for all eternity. And I'm pledging before God, country, my mama, and my friends that you are the nigga that I wanna be with.
Here's the problem.
If this shit don't work out,
here's the problem.
You gonna get what's in this paper.
Here is the problem, okay? I'm gonna give y'all the problem, okay?
What's the problem?
When you involve money, okay? Like Michael Shea said it the best. He said, "I describe marriage as a risky ass bet. I bet you half my shit I'll never cheat on you."
Yeah.
I'll bet you half my shit I never cheat on you. Dude, marriage is so gray.
Kev, you gotta look at it like this though.
But that's what the prenup is for.
I'm to just saying, everybody get married for the same reason.
I get it, but okay, put it to
everybody's
like
idea of love is not your idea of love. Like they'd be like they love each other, but they argue every day. Like, bro, that's not love to you. But to them.
Dude, check that. I just had this conversation with my mom. We went to Chicago. We was talking to my moms about me and my wife. We coming up on 9 years. And moms was like, man, that's dope. I said, nigga, them first 4, fuck that. Okay, look, them first 4, fam. And that's just me being real. That's me just being transparent. Every marriage goes through a testing point. There is a testing point of, because reason being is because you're getting to know somebody. You ain't never lived with this person. They ain't raised like you was raised. They don't know shit that you like or don't like or dislike or your trigger points. So those first 4 years, if I had $100 million, guess what? Get the fuck out of here. I don't have time.
But that's the thing. Like money changes things. Of course, money changes things.
Money changes your perspective.
Money, but it's supposed to. You understand? If I were to meet a man, a wealthy man, which is very different than a rich man, because I've met rich men and I've dated rich men before. Rich and wealth, different things. If I were to meet a wealthy man that has enough money, let's say he got Jeff Bezos money. If he got Jeff Bezos money and I meet this man and you love me and you want to be with me and yes, I will marry you. And if he comes to me with a piece of paper and says, hey sis, I love you, but I'm gonna need you to
you don't feel no type of way about that.
I won't feel no type of way, because what I'm going to say is let me take this to my attorney and have them look over it, because there are going to be things that I don't want you to have, because you think I'm gonna marry a motherfucking billionaire and not set myself up to come out of this shit. What if I decide to write a book and I become a #1 New York Times bestseller? This book ain't about you. This book been in the works since I was 16 years old. And I put this book out. I put my blood, sweat, and tears in this book. And I make millions of dollars off of this book. And you got billions of dollars. And I want to leave. I don't want to be with you no more. My prenup says you don't get shit off my book money. You don't get shit off my comedy money. This is Ty Davis money, not Mrs. Whoever the fuck you are, sir. You can get your ass out of here. So and this is the thing that I have a problem with. If you're saying that I need $2 million a month because I'm accustomed to a lifestyle, if you want to stay accustomed to that lifestyle, you stay with the nigga that's giving you the lifestyle you trying to break away from. If you want to leave, then you leave and you take whatever it is you came in there with, your luggage that you bought from Target, and whatever else shit that you got sitting in storage, and whatever it says in that prenup, because he's a billionaire, fam.
I've
guaranteed her
said,
prenup, she's gonna get something. That's enough. She's gonna get something.
$2 million a year should be enough to suffice and to have you live a healthy lifestyle.
Why do I have to keep you accustomed to this lifestyle when you want to leave?
I'm just speaking realistically. $2 million to a billionaire per year. The shit that she is requiring for a month, she should be. If you want that for a year, I'll do that.
Let me tell you something. That's why those motherfuckers are wealthy. Because to us, we're saying $2 million ain't shit when you got $1 billion. But to a billionaire, $2 million hurts. That's the gas that I put in my private jet. That bitch want to take my private jet gas money. Get your ass out of here, lady. You ain't did shit but shop and live off the fat of the land. We don't know. We don't know what she did.
Ain't discovered not now piece of talent. You didn't find 50 Cent. You didn't find Eminem.
We don't know what she did. I'm not minimizing her role as his wife, but you've decided that you don't want the relationship anymore. And then for you to try to contest the contract that you signed, saying that you signed it under duress. You've been under duress for 25 years, sis. At no point in that 25 years did you try to say, hey, can we adjust this? Because there's a such thing as a prenuptial agreement. There's also a such thing as a postnuptial agreement. So I can get married today, broke Ty Davis, and I can get married to the love of my life. And then I could hit it big and be like, whoa. Hey, baby, I know we've been married for 5 years, but I need you to sign this agreement that says you don't get none of this shit. Now, the businesses that we've built and we've created and made together, we split that shit 50-50.
Okay.
But all this shit that I had before you came into my life is mine.
So let me ask you this question.
And it's ours as long as you want to stay.
Let me ask you this question, since you are a female, Ty. Is there different standards when it comes to men and women? And let me finish the question because it's a 2-part question. So
I'm listening.
Because me, as a man, I think any dude, okay, because people get divorced every day. And in certain cases, or in some cases, there are women that make more than men. And I think a dude is a weak-ass dude if he goes after a woman for alimony. That's just some weak nigga shit. I think a dude is a weak-ass dude if he hey, I want my kids, I'm taking the kids, whatever, he gets the kids. If he goes after a woman for child support, like, come on, man. No. A man, like, this is just, maybe that's why the system is so fucked up.
But that's where the double standard. So the first part, yes, there is a double standard when it comes to women and men, because the same women that are like, yes, she should get $2 million a month and whatever else she want because she was there, are the same women that will turn around and be like, Mary J. Blige's ex-husband is a hoe ass nigga for wanting alimony from her and for her to take care of kids that ain't even hers. Do we want equality or not? What you want? Either you want equality or you don't, sis. What you want?
That's a great topic,
just like
man.
When a woman has a baby, she gets maternity leave. Now we mad because dudes get paternity leave. Is he not the father of the child? Did he not also experience a life-changing event, which is what Human Resources calls it, a life-changing event? When you get married, when you get divorced, when you have a child, when the child dies, that's a life-changing event. Did his life not change too? Why the fuck he can't sit home for 6 to 8 weeks with his wife or whoever because he just had a baby? Just
you know
like
why?
I'll
tell you why. Because our
but here's
ears.
the thing. Hold up, because your toxic masculinity kicked in. Your toxic masculinity kicked in, and that's not your fault because that's how society has viewed and structured black men to think anyway, that it's weak. No, if a man is the sole parent and has custody of his children, then he should also get child support from the woman. And when he does request it, then they say he's a weak ass nigga. But when a black woman or when a woman seeks child support from the man, it's, oh, she's owed that. No, Russell, what's his name? Russell,
Wilson.
No, the British dude. Russell, why can't I think of his last name? He played in Get Him to the Greek. Russell,
I know who you're talking about.
That guy. I don't know why I can't think of his last name. He was married, and Russell is rich. He's a rich man. That motherfucker got money of his own. Yeah. But he married a woman that was richer than him. And when they got divorced, he was like, "Nah, I'm cool. I'm good. I'm good with what I got." But some would argue, fam, you entitled to. He was like, "Nah, I'm cool."
That's just how dudes are. It ain't got nothing to do with male ego.
No, you're right, Lucius. It is the male ego.
Russell Brand.
That's it, Russell Brand. Thank you. Shout out to my girl Afton, because I could not think of his fucking last name. But here's the thing. Here's another thing with ego. If I'm married to Dr. Dre, right?
Right.
I'm married to him for a quarter of a century. I want out. I'm sick of this relationship. I don't want to be with this nigga no more. Right?
Right.
If I'm done with this nigga, he done abused me. He done did all of this shit. I don't want to be, he done cheated on me. I don't want to be with him. I know women that have walked away from their marriages like, I don't want a motherfucking thing from him. I'm good. Why you so pressed to get, let's not even, because you say what you really saying, sis. You want $24 million a year off of a nigga that you ain't even with no more. He's got me accustomed to this lifestyle. And if you're accustomed to it, you should stay.
Time out. I will say this. And then we can wrap this shit up. If ever in life, my wife, let's say she comes into a shit ton of money or whatever, to those types of numbers or whatever. If you're with someone that is a billionaire and you being in that environment cannot sustain an amount of wealth for yourself. If you ain't did shit, you ain't went into property, you ain't made no investments, you ain't did shit. It's your fault that you walk away with zero after 25 fucking years. And how dare you? Because, see, that tells me that you're afraid, not only are you afraid of hard work, but you don't have the mental capacity to formulate your own fucking idea and generate your own wealth off of someone that's giving you a goddamn starter kit. Therefore,
Or Dr. Dre is an extremely controlling, abusive ass nigga that says she couldn't do shit.
No, ain't no way.
Ain't no way. You got niggas that be like, "No, I want you to stay at home," and they be broke.
Ain't no way.
Because let me tell you something. Because the reality of the situation.
So you gotta go outside. You gotta go outside to invest.
But what I'm saying is I've been a kept woman before. By kept means I had a job, I worked, but I had a man that took care of everything in my house, everything, rent, lights, cable. He took care of everything. And guess what? When I wanted to leave, I literally was like, "Ooh, if I leave though, that means I'm gonna have to pay all this shit by myself. Ooh, I don't, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and hang in there and see if it gets better." You know what I mean? Like, because it's just the thing. Whoever has the most money wins. They have the most control. They have the most power. Now, Do you understand the type of shit that I'm gonna run into? Let's suppose I get my Cardi B, Tiffany Haddish moment. And now I'm a single woman. I'm single, Ty Davis. And now I'm a superstar. I'm a household name. I'm an international comedian, rock star. Fuck, nigga, I'm everywhere. And then I get married to a regular nigga named Clarence.
Okay.
And Clarence loved me and supported me. And he was there for me and held me down. And now Clarence want to leave. And Clarence said, "Hey, I want half your shit I want half your shit.
But Ty Davis, listen to this. You love Clarence. You stand up there. You stood up there. You married Clarence, right?
You know how many niggas I've loved that I don't love no more?
Right. Hey, but what I'm saying is you just did the damn thing with Clarence, and you're already a superstar in comedy, right? Now, if Clarence doesn't have sense enough to come up with some goddamn Clarence t-shirts or something based off of just being in your circle, you understand what I'm saying? Because me, as Kevin White, the comedian, Kevin White,
that's my point.
As the comedian, I'm already.
But that's my point. Like, because nothing would please me more. Like, there was someone that I was dating. And he has been instrumental in Ty Davis as a comedian to where she is now. He's done things like driven me to shows out of state because I didn't have a car, or he's contributed to my success. Okay. You understand what I'm saying? Right. And we are no longer together. We have broken up. We are not on good terms. We are not speaking. Well, I'm not speaking back. He's speaking to me. I ain't speaking back. Right? But should I make it? Not should I. When I make it, there's a check that I'm gonna write that has his name on it, that has a 1 and some zeros behind it.
Well, see, that's just some beautiful
did
shit
for me while we were together.
That's just some beautiful shit.
But he's never made me feel like I owe him anything. I don't owe him. That's just what I feel like is the least I could do, because I appreciated the contribution that he made into my life, into my career. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, if whatever partner I decide to be with, he would have to be an ambitious man. He would have to be a goal-oriented man. He would have to be a man that wants something of his own. So I would have no problem. If I'm a billionaire, hey, babe, take this 20 million and go build you whatever the fuck it is you want. If you're a painter and you go open an art gallery and go open a studio and paint whatever the fuck it is that you want and sell your art, here's the money. That's called investing.
Sometimes.
Yeah, Kev, but she's saying exactly what you're saying. She basically said that's the requirement to be with her.
I get what y'all saying, but y'all not hearing what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, it is not Dr. Dre's fault. It is not my fault. It is not going to be Ty's fault if Ty marries some dude named fucking Clarence and Clarence don't make $1 million just by being in the circle of Ty. You have to know how to take advantage of the motherfuckers in your circle. And when you don't know how to, and I'm not saying that on no bandwagon type shit. There are people in your circle that know people that you don't know, that you want to know, or you know what I'm saying? And I will never ask for a handout. I will never ask for a goddamn handout. Sometimes it just takes being in the room. I know that if Ty becomes a super mega billionaire,
you in that motherfucking room.
Thank you.
Thank you. That room.
So me being Kevin White, the comedian that's already married, that's already established, whatever.
Now what you do when you get in that motherfucking room, nigga, that's on you.
Exactly. So if Clarence don't take advantage, and I'm just a friend, and this nigga's coming up, that's his fault. She don't owe him shit if he don't take advantage. Dr. Dre don't owe her shit because she didn't take advantage.
And to be fair, because of course we don't know the inner workings of what her contribution was and why she feels that she's entitled to it. But just knowing from being in relationships with men that have been controlling, there are some men that says, I don't want my woman to work. You don't work. I can't be with a man that does not want me to work. There are, you know what I mean? So for all we know,
would you ever require that a man doesn't work if you were holding the bag?
If my man didn't have to work, he ain't gotta work.
But you holding the bag, but you ain't gonna look at him like.
But you gotta contribute. Whatever your contribution is to our life that we're building.
Clean up the house.
Oh my God! So you talk about a house, nigga?
No, I'm serious. I'm serious. Like, put it like this: if my man, let's say I'm rich, I'm rich as fuck, I'm wealthy, whatever, and my man, I met him and he was a fucking mechanic. He worked at Mr. Tire. He fixed cars. He did oil changes and shit all day long. hey, baby, you with me now. You ain't got to do that no more if you don't want to. Instead of you going to work for Mr. Tire, if you want, why not Mr. Clarence Auto Body Shop? How about you, here's this money, go build your own shit. If you want to go and do, you know what I mean? Like, you're in a position to do that. But if you don't want to, if you don't want to work, if you don't want to do nothing, you mean you don't want to do nothing. You don't have no goals, no dream. You don't want to do nothing.
And that's
nigga, you're not for me. You're not the man for me.
There are people out here in life that feel like their only job is to look cute and look good on your arm. There are women there. I don't know,
but they're rewarded for that mindset. They're rewarded for it.
I don't know any dude
that do that.
I don't know that.
There are men that do it.
Really? Are you kidding me?
We don't know any. I can't.
Okay,
I don't know any.
I'll give you a name right now.
Sure.
You want a name?
Yeah,
I'll give you a name. I'm gonna give you a name because you asked for a name. I'm gonna give you a name.
Give me a name.
Before I give you the name, I'm gonna give you 2 women that he's tied to. Okay, one woman is an actress. I'd say she did well in her heyday of acting. She did some films. She did a very popular TV show. There was another woman.
I know who you about to.
There was another woman, huge ass pop star. He put babies in both of them. He left the one for the other. Kevin Federline.
Yeah.
Was with Shar Jackson. Is that her name? Shar Jackson?
Yeah.
And Britney Spears. Put babies in both of them. And when Britney had her mental breakdown, when he didn't want to be with her no more, that nigga got them kids and he got a piece of her money. And all that nigga did was dance in the background of another motherfucker from time to time. Jennifer Lopez was married to one of her backup dancers. All that nigga did was dance behind her and other niggas. And he took a piece of her shit when he left too. Mary J. Blige's ex-husband managed her. She took care of them kids that he had with other motherfuckers that wasn't hers. And when he left, he took some of her shit. So do we want equality or no?
I'm just saying. All I am saying is you can't make certain people want certain shit. Message. I just learned this shit. Yeah, I'm working on me in that particular area right now. I cannot make another person want some shit that they don't want. You know what I'm saying? Whoever you're with, that's a requirement. That should be a personal requirement if I involve myself with anybody, even as far as friendship. If you don't want shit, if we cool and you don't want shit out of life,
what are we talking about?
Yeah,
exactly. I can't be around you. Like that's
but
all
that's
I'm
about
saying.
energy, and that's your frequency.
If your job is to just look cool or be the cool nigga with the weed, like no, fam.
Some people, that's what they find with that, man. You gotta understand.
Some people are okay with mediocrity.
Yeah,
some people are okay with status quo. Some people are okay with being content.
I got a homie right now. He just dates so you have somewhere to sleep at.
Homosexual.
That's the only reason he dates. He wouldn't have a wife or a girlfriend. He just dates so you have somewhere to sleep at.
That's a
so
bit. Write that shit down. Homosexual.
He messes with 3 or 4 women, and when one of them breaks up with him, he goes to one. He's got the option.
He always got a new place to stay. Yeah.
Meet some new women. Do the same fucking shit. And he's cool with that. This mug is my age.
But that's the whole point. It's about who you choose to be with. Like, I know I can't be with a man that doesn't want to do anything. He doesn't have to be a comedian. He doesn't have to be an actor or writer. But nigga, what do you dream about? Like, this is the question I want. What do you dream about? If you never had to worry about money again in life, what would you do? Do that. Create something. Yeah. Make something of your own. Make a contribution.
You do something. Stuck in a box. That's why you got people that never left their hometown. You got people in Chicago never left Chicago. They don't know nothing else out there.
For that reason alone, she is not entitled to $2 million a month.
But how do we know she's not entitled to the $2 million?
Yeah. we're judging based on what we know.
And the only reason I pose that question is the reason that we think that is because we don't know what the prenup says. The prenup probably says, hey, for every year of marriage, you get $500,000. For every child that you get, Catherine Zeta-Jones and Michael Douglas have had that in their clause. For however many years of marriage that we have, for however many babies you give me, you get X amount of dollars. Clearly, she wants more than what she's entitled to per the prenuptial agreement. What the prenup say you get, sis? If the prenup say you don't get shit, pack your things and go and get a job. Or
that's really what husband. It is. That's really what it is. That's what scares people to death. Having to actually do work or utilize your skills
lazy people, Kev.
To generate wealth. No, there's absolutely no such thing as lazy, bro. Like there's no.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, it is.
Time out. Okay, so, and this is why I say there's no such thing when it comes to that particular situation as lazy. If you know how fucking hard it is to work out. Like working out is that, dude. It's physical. It's you're lifting. You're running. You don't have the laziness gene. You're afraid of generating. Like I can't believe that a person would have a lazy spirit
you can be in
if
love
they're
with
completely
the gym.
fit.
Why would I work out every day when I can save up $2,500 as a down payment to go to see Dr. Miami to suck all this shit out, and I ain't got to do one motherfucking sit-up?
Okay. So you saying she just worked?
That's a lazy way.
No, but what I'm saying, that's a lazy way. Instead of you changing your diet, working out, okay, spend some money on it. Okay, get a gym membership, pay a physical trainer. No, I don't want to do that. Instead, I'm going to drink some flat tummy tea or some NutriBurst shit and spend $100 a month on that shit and still eat like shit and not work out. You know, this shit ain't working. Let me go down to Florida and let me set up an appointment and a consultation and I can finance my cosmetic surgery. I want some new titties. I don't want to do no exercises that give me some new titties. I don't want to buy a bra to make my titties sit up. I want my titties to sit up when I'm braless. Let me go buy some titties. I want a flat stomach, but I ain't trying to do no sit-ups. Let me go get this liposuction and this abdominoplasty. What?
They might not be lazy.
I'm just saying it's like the two can't really coexist. There's something else there. There's something else there. If a person Why do I
need to be an entrepreneur and create anything when my husband is a billionaire? Why do I need to do that?
We're going to be rich forever. He's not going to leave
Why do I need to do that? My great-grandchildren are going to be rich. Why do I need to work? And depending on where you file, because if them motherfuckers are in California, she's getting something. She's getting something.
There's something, okay, so there's something wrong with a person that is completely codependent on someone else.
We know that.
There's not that motherfucker. Hey, anyway.
But codependency manifests in multiple ways. Codependency also manifests in the emotional, and the mental, and the spiritual space.
Right.
So for all we know, this woman has been with this man for 25 years. He has a documented history of being a woman beater. He has a documented history of getting handsy with women. Women that ain't even his women, he beat the fuck up. He has a documented history of being able to make millions out of nothing. He is able to control and create streams of wealth through multiple avenues. Do you think that man is going to say, yeah, baby, you go out there and start a business? Hell no, bitch. I want you to be totally dependent on me, because codependency works both ways. Codependency is not I rely on you for this.
You're saying it's something deeper than just she didn't.
He could have the codependency issues of wanting to have power and control over her.
Yeah, he might be a power trip.
When niggas got money, they make all the rules. They tell you what you can and can't do. They can snatch that leash up and they can give some leeway on it. We don't know.
Ty. That is a great
The only
argument.
thing that we know is that she is asking for $2 million per month because whatever her prenup says is not that. I've become accustomed to this lifestyle because this is the lifestyle that he's put me in, and I still want to have this lifestyle. I just don't want to be with him anymore. What the prenup say you get? If the prenup says you get $250,000 for every baby that you gave him, count up how many babies you gave him. If it says for every year of marriage you get $500,000, and that's it. She like, no, I want more. Why do you want more? What did you do that says this contract is null and void, sis? He protected himself by having a contract. You know who didn't really protect himself? Niggas like Tracy Morgan. His wife gave him a couple years and now she won out. Is she entitled to that motherfucking money that he got from that settlement from Walmart? No, she's not. Was you in that car when it got hit? No, you ain't entitled to that. But she wants some of it. Oh, we got 5 houses. I want 3 of them. What the fuck you want 3 of them houses for? Because if you get 3 of these houses, can you afford to maintain them? In 2 years, you're going to foreclose on 2 of them. What you want?
She won't sell them, flip them, rent them out.
Get your goddamn ass out of here. You get what that prenup said and not a motherfucking penny more. And that's my stance on it. Whatever the prenup say, that's what she get.
Well,
I ain't tripping, bro.
This has been another awesome episode of The Green Room. As usual, this will be uploaded to Facebook. Thank you for tuning in, live viewers. Also, if you guys would like the link so you can share, the YouTube link will be available tomorrow at noon.
Look at you doing shit. I'm proud of you.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. Just so we're clear, when you blow up and become a mega superstar and you're still married to Lola, and if Lola decides one day that she wants out or you want out, Lola's entitled to half your shit, fam.
No, and reason being is because like right now,
Lola's entitled to
and I would
shit.
gladly give it because I know like that person went through that shit with me.
That's the same thing. That's the same thing Ralph Tresvant did when him and his wife got divorced. That motherfucker sat right in front of the lawyer and said, "Give her whatever she wants, because she earned that shit. Whatever she asked for, give it to her."
Yeah.
That's what relationships are made of.
My name is Kevin White. Make sure that you tune in every Wednesday to The Green Room where we have guests. I'm trying to get T. Murph next week to
Gotta get T. Murph, man.
Gotta get Murph back on here to discuss woke, man. Love that shit.
I'm gonna watch that shit.
Follow me at Who Is Kevin White. That is my man. That is my man Lucius Williams. Very, very, very funny up and coming comedian, man. You guys will be seeing a lot of Mr. Lucius Williams as soon as this goddamn pandemic is over. And the hilarious Ty Davis. Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
Can't love being in the room with Ty Davis just because her energy is goddamn it just. Anyway,
I be flexing on these niggas. I be like, get your goddamn regular ass out of here.
I see you get your. Act like you belong in the room, Kev.
Act like you've been here. Act like you belong.
I will never forget that advice.
Kevin, you're the talent. Kevin, you're the talent. Act like you belong here. You belong here, fam. They came to see you.
But this has been another show of The Green Room. Thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Make sure you're back next Wednesday. We will be here.
6 o'clock.